Welcome back, guys. In today's video, I want to share breaking news regarding AMC stock and specifically where Fox News has a message for all of the apes. Before I start, if you like AMC stock and believe in the company, smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. So let me quickly play this clip from Fox News before it gets taken down, and then I will provide my price prediction for Monday.
Day for those popular names amongst the Reddit, the Discord investor crowd. Of course, it's been a wild week, though, for trading, and a good week in many ways, because I think the narrative is beginning to change. This notion that this movement must be silenced is now giving way to more people actually talking about leveling the playing field. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler did a whole lot of that, talking about the changing, but not everyone is waiting with bated breath to see what the agency might actually do. Some think it may be all talk, no action. I'm going to bring in former SEC defense attorney Lisa Braganza. First, Lisa, welcome and thank you very much for coming on the show. And I want to begin with the notion that the stock market is operating under very antiquated rules, very old rules, haven't been able to keep up with the speed, the stealth, the muscle of these real big players on Wall Street, and begin with execution, because apparently only 53% of trades are executed in public market. That's a lot of opaqueness. That means that there's a lot of darkness for funny stuff to go on.
That's exactly right. When most of the rules for the securities exchanges and securities laws were developed, there were a bunch of people down in a pit with their hands waving all around and signaling, and everything was set. The prices were set in those places. Now we've got public exchanges, and we have lots and lots of trading going on behind closed doors. And those trades are occurring at prices that could be much better, that could be the same. That's just not apparent to the market. So when you go in and you think, oh, the market price is X, somebody could be getting a lot better price than you're getting as a retail investor.
It's not just price either. I mean, people are concerned that some of these gargantuan players are wearing too many hats. And so they make money on the execution. They make money on the order flow. They make money on the short side. They make money on the long side. That they're just so large that their tentacles are so intertwined with this. And then if they decide, to change a rule or something happens, I mean, the investor crowd feels like it's been burned pretty badly this year. And I don't blame them. What do you think about that?
I agree. I mean, the rules tend to benefit the large institutional players. They're the ones that are the loudest in drafting the rules, and certainly they're the ones that have the heft to be able to adapt their business practices to take advantage of whatever the regulatory structure is. And that, right. Take advantage means taking advantage of the retail investor. So that's absolutely right. The case. And it's exciting to have Chairman Gensler saying, hey, you know what, I want to really look at what's going on in the market and not just leave things the way they are because that's the way they are.
What about the role of the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, DTCC? Many don't understand how this private company wields so much influence. And I got to be honest, I mean, I've got a piece here, it's too long to read. It feels like a lot of the rules that they even have in place aren't set in stone. So we don't know who their allegiances are to. I mean, should anything be done there with respect to this overall attempt to bring more transparency and fairness?
There is a lot of that. I absolutely agree with you. But there's a lot of that kind of stuff that goes on in the securities industries. There's self-regulatory organizations. There's this DTCC, which, is a clearinghouse for matching up the trades. Because we've got this T2 settlement, they are granting credit basically to brokers for that 2-day period. And so they have a lot of say over what brokers do, because they can say, you have to post a whole lot more collateral for your trades. And brokers are going to have to jump then. They're going to have to change what they're doing or come up with the additional money. So, yeah, there's a lot. I've got
less than a minute to go, Lisa. Let me just ask you, let me just get this in, please, because this chairman of AMC was saying there's 4 million shareholders. They own an average of 120 shares, an average of 120 shares. I've been on Wall Street for over 30 years. And I've only seen these big attempts to shut down small brokerage firms, shut down a little guy, right? But Goliath, always complaining about David and always the SEC on their side. What the Enrons of the world, the Bernie Madoffs of the world, the housing collapse, collateralized debt obligations, all of that stuff festers and it grows into these massive time bombs that destroy people who aren't even invested. And yet the SEC always seems to be focused on the little person. Are you confident that Gensler will be the difference now, will make a difference?
I hope he can make a difference. It's hard to change the direction of an organization like the SEC. It's big. It's establishment. It's been moving in a particular direction for a long time. But Gensler shook up the CFTC. He's, an innovator. He's a creative guy. He's a very inquisitive guy. And, if anybody can get the SEC to change its direction and focus more on the big guys than, focusing on the little guys, because the little guys have to cave. They're easy pickings. They can't afford to fight.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Although this ape community is standing strong and they're putting up one hell of a fight. Lisa, you are fantastic. I really appreciate you coming on and helping us so much. Thank you very much.
Now, my price prediction for Monday is going to be $75. I will be posting a major AMC update soon, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that video. With that said, smash that like button if you enjoyed this quick update. Also, drop a comment with your price prediction for AMC next week. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice and just for entertainment.